how is it being single again? It is weird. It's weird. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, what's up? My name is Andrea. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting me with my channel. And so today, honey, we're talking about, okay, so in one of my videos in 2022, I mentioned briefly that I was newly single. I mentioned that that was like one of the things that had happened in 2022. 2022, if you guys know, and if you guys were around for 2022 was a very hard year for me. It was a very humbling year of trusting God, trusting the process, and just surrendering, just hands up, okay, Lord, you do you, bro. You do you type of situation. So anyway, I briefly mentioned that I was single, and funny enough, you guys definitely like latched onto that and had a lot of questions for me about like my new singleness journey, I guess, or whatever. Me being newly single, how I feel, how's it being single again after so long, like all that. And so I wanted to have a question and answer and just dump all of the questions I've been getting from you guys, which I love. Keep pouring in the questions. I wanted to dump in all the questions here. And so grab some tea, grab your favorite drink, grab you a snack, and let's girl chat, okay? Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, hello, my name is Andrea. If you guys are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting me with whatever I do here with my channel. I really appreciate you and you taking the time out to come hang out with me today, okay? So anywho, I have my notes on my, or I have, not notes, I have the questions on my computer. So if you see me glancing down, that's what I'm glancing down at, okay? So let's just hop in. The very first question that I got is, how is it being single again after 4.5 years? So if you guys did not watch the other video, I will get, and like, to be honest, I've never given a ton of detail about our past relationship for multiple reasons, which I'll dive into. However, okay, here's the backstory, okay? Here's the backstory of what kind of happened. Okay, I'll give you that. But the reason why I haven't just divulged everything is simply because I want to respect the relationship that we did have, and I want to respect the man that he is. Because I still, like, he's an amazing guy. It's just, I feel like it was two amazing people that just didn't work out. And that's the best way to explain it. I know it's like, okay, but give us more juice, more details. I want to respect his privacy. I want to respect mine, and I want to respect that aspect of things. Okay, I share a lot of my life online with you guys, and I love that. I love having you here and for us doing life together. However, there are some boundaries that I do like to set for my own sanity. Okay, so the best way to explain it is that, again, it was just two amazing people that just did not work out. We went through a lot in our past relationship. We were together for 4.5 years. There was death, there was depression, there was childhood traumas coming up, there was poor communication skills. There was a ton of stuff that led to us deciding to go our separate ways. And so he was the one that officially called it off. But I knew in my heart of hearts that it was time to separate. Like I knew it. I had conversation with him about it too. And it was kind of a back and forth thing. So I say it was a mutual decision. However, he was the one that officially was like, hey, I've been praying and I really feel like God is, like, he was like crying and he was like, I really feel like God is asking me to release you. And it was hard. Like, it was something that I felt like we both were hanging on longer than we wanted. Not that we wanted to, we were hanging on longer than we needed to, because he was my best friend and I was his best friend. And so it's, you know what I mean, to lose a best friend, that's a big deal. And like, that was like my person and I was his person. And so anyway, I feel like we hung on longer than we needed to because of our friendship that we had developed in our relationship. So anywho, that's kind of like what happened. That's as much as y'all gonna get, so don't even ask me no more details about that, okay? You can ask me if you want to, but I ain't gonna answer you. But that's about it. Like, that's the best way that I can truly explain it. There's a lot more, of course, that was going on throughout our relationship, and it was kind of like you had to be there. Like, if you were one of my friends or my counselor or a mentor of mine, or some, you know, like someone like that who was with me through it all and with him through it all, of course, you knew more of the details. However, we're gonna leave it at that, okay? So how is it being single again? It is weird. It's weird. I've been in a relationship for the past 4.5 years, And again, I'm used to having like my person. I thrive by myself, honey, but I truly thrive also in relationship and community. And relationship, like a relationship is a part of community for me. That's like my person. That's like, you know what I mean? So to be very honest with you guys, it has been weird. It has been like this season, 2022, when I tell y'all, brought me to my knees. Okay? Like complete surrender, complete like, okay, Lord, you got it. You got it, bro. You got it. And so I feel like it's one of those things where I am just in a place of complete surrender where I'm allowing life to just be what life is, if that makes any sense, okay? Like enjoying this phase, enjoying this season, enjoying this moment. You know what I mean? And so being single after 4.5 years is very weird, but at the same time, it's also a bit, not refreshing, but it's like, it's just different. And it's different in a good way as well. Like there are moments where like, you know, loneliness can set in, or you miss that company. Not necessarily that you miss the person, but you miss that company. You miss having that person there. And so, yeah, I would say that's one of the things that has been weird for me. Yeah, it's strange, but also you guys, I'm in a place of just allowing myself to feel all the emotions. So it's weird, it's fun, it's exciting. It's like I feel like 2022 prepared me to be up for any freaking challenge at this point. And I feel like 2023 is gonna be an amazing year. Not like on some cliche stuff like, oh, this is my year. It really is my year though, okay? And it's yours too, boo, okay? But I'm saying all that to say is because in 2020, at the end of 2022, there was nowhere to go but up. So I was like, this gotta be my year. Gotta be better than 2022. And so anyway, that's off track. But how is it being single again? It's weird. It is very weird. It's weird. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Another question that I got is dating different now as a 29-year-old versus than when you were like 23 or 24 years old, however old I was whenever I met Christian, which I think I was 23. It is different. I feel like, you ever like take a step back and like look at where you are now and you're like, wow, like I've grown, I've matured, you know, God has really like done a good work in me. Amen. Hallelujah. Like I feel like it's different dating now because I feel like I'm different. I feel like, not to say I was still looking in alignment with what I still want back then, but I feel like the man I'm looking for now, or excuse me, the man that I'm looking for, okay? The man I am wanting to be positioned in front of. I don't know how to word that, whatever. It says he who finds a wife, okay? Anyway, but the guys that I'm looking, that I'm interested in are a bit different, but I will say my priorities are different as well. 2020, or not 2023, I'm so used to saying 2022. Whenever I was 23, I was in hustle and grind mode, okay? I was in hustle and grind mode. And to be honest, remember I told you guys that in that recap video, which if you haven't watched the 2022 recap video, watch that. It'll give you more details. But I was in hustle and grind mode whenever I was 23, 24, 25, 26. I was in hustle and grind mode for a good amount of time. And it put my relationship in the back seat, like really in the trunk. Okay, let me be real, okay? And not just my romantic relationship, but also like spiritual relationship with God. Here and there. But also my relationship with my friends, my family, and stuff like that. So whenever I was 23, my priorities were different. And I feel like 2022, I walked through such a crazy season of realignment, reprioritization, of, you know, just taking a step back and like really seeing like, what do I actually want as a 29-year-old that's different than when I was 26 or 23 or whatever. And so, yes, it is different as a 29-year-old because I now know what I'm looking for and I've been through some things. Okay, I have not had the easiest life. Okay, if y'all know my testimony, you know that backstory. But as a 29-year-old, I do feel like It's different because the guys, okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's take the, not the safety net, but let's get real for a minute, okay? I feel like the guys that I'm interested in, it's weird that they're like 32, 33, 34, 35. And I'm like, am I old enough to talk to you? Because in my mind, sometimes I still feel like I'm 26. And so it's weird. Like I'm 29, like me dating a 32-year-old is only, you know what I mean? Like a few years older than me. Me dating a 30-year-old is like less than a year older than me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, in my mind, it hasn't like registered that I'm 29. And so anyway, yeah. So yeah, but I feel like my priorities have realigned. I feel like I am much more of a well-balanced individual. Like I have a business, I have, you know, my full-time job, I have all these other things, but I now understand how to live more balanced versus then whenever I was 23, it was very much so focused on business, or YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, and like, while that's important, that's just a section of my life. That's just a section of my life. It's not all of my life, nor will it ever be all of my life anymore. And so how does that affect dating? It affects the time that I want to spend with that person. The, you know what I mean? It affects the connection that we can have whenever your business is not your number one. First and foremost, my number one is God. Number two, that's when it comes to like the relationships, my community, my people. And then there's business there, because I've realized in 2022 that I have to reprioritize some stuff to make it all work out for me. Okay. And also prioritizing my health, prioritizing, getting my body back to where I want it to be, honey. Huh? Like, excuse me. I went through, like I told you guys, I went through like a depressive season, and eating was one of the coping mechanisms. Eating was one of those things, and I want to look how I want to look. So yeah, I don't know what that has to do with any of those points, but yeah. So is dating different now as a 29-year-old? Yes. Okay, dating apps. Someone asked me like dating app, like pretty much like, do you have experience with dating apps? Like, what are some of your tips that you have, etc. Let me tell y'all, okay? Again, if you are still here in this part of the video, you get to hear all the details, because hopefully other people dropped off, okay? The people who weren't truly interested, they already dropped off. So we can give you the real tea, okay? I decided in December to get on Hinge, okay? And that was a signal in my mind that, I don't know words. That was a signal in my mind that I was truly single, because the last 6 months of my past relationship, we weren't together, but we were still trying to like work it out, if that makes sense. So we still were acting as if a lot of times that we were still together. And so in my mind, I had to do something that signaled to myself that I am completely single. If a guy tries to talk to me at the gym, I can talk back in a way that's like flirty or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very different whenever you've been separate, you know, like not separate at all, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not entertaining dating type of conversations or whatever. And now you are. It's yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I got on Hinge in December, y'all. And when I tell you, let me tell y'all some tips that I have for Hinge, or just dating apps in general. What I did was I thought to myself, who is the man that I want to attract? Number two, I asked myself, what qualities would he be looking for? Okay. What qualities would he be looking for that also align with who I am? Then I asked myself, how do I articulate those qualities in my actual online dating profile? And then how do I align pictures that align with the man that I want to attract? Okay. The reason I ask myself this and I start with who is the man that I want to attract is because you can attract all types of people. I'm not trying to attract any old Joe freaking Blow. Okay. The guy that I'm interested in is a Christian. He is dedicated to God. He has something going for him. He's attractive. He's interested in taking care of his body. And so like, these are things where I'm like, okay, do I align with these things? Like, would that type of person be attracted to me? You know what I mean? And so anyway, there we go. So then from there, I designed my Hinge account based on that. Okay. I thought like a marketer. I thought like, who was my target audience? And that's how I designed my Hinge account. When I tell you guys, my Hinge account blew up. My Hinge account blew up. So you guys, I've been on several dates, okay? And I'm telling you this because like I've been on several dates, okay? 3 first dates, several dates after that. I'm telling you this because one of the questions was like, how do you feel about dating apps, etc. I feel like if God, okay, same way I feel about social media, right? Social media, people are like, oh my God, social media does this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but social media also allows us to connect with each other. Stop blaming social media for every freaking thing when you over here following all the crazy people. That's why you feel like that about social media. You're not following people who actually like you want to be like, or you would actually hang out. You're following these crazy, overly opinionated people and then wondering why you hate social media. Bro, change your change your online environment, and then that will change how you feel about social media. So the same way I feel about dating apps. Social media is a great way to put yourself out there, to build yourself an actual brand, to advocate for yourself, to build a name for yourself in a way. And same with dating apps. And so that's how I feel like with dating apps, you guys. I don't think it's the end all be all. I still love meeting people in person and stuff like that. But let's be real, I work from home. I work from home and I go to the gym and I go to church, okay? And I go to the grocery store. Now, can I meet somebody at the gym, grocery store, work, or wherever? Yeah, I can. I actually met Christian at the gym. However, why not, just like on social media, why not expand your reach? Why not expand your reach and get on a site or get on a dating app that has other people who are looking for exactly what you're looking for. If you're on Instagram and you're sliding people's DMs, that's cool or whatever, but Instagram is not like a dating app, you know what I mean, situation. So while you can meet people, cool, but on a dating app, everybody's on there because they want that, right? Like the people who you're connecting with based on your profile are people who want something deeper, who want a different level of something. And so anyway, how do I feel about dating apps? I feel like they're amazing. I feel like just like social media, they can be negative, they can be toxic, but just like social media, they can be great. And they can be a great way to connect with people who are like-minded and looking for what you have, looking for what you bring to the table. And so anyway, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on dating apps and all that. Okay, next question is, I know this is long, y'all, but I told y'all to grab a snack. Okay? Okay, what to look for in a godly man. I'm not here to instruct y'all on what to look for. I'm gonna tell y'all what I look for, okay? Here's what I look for in a man, okay? What I look for in a man is that he has God as his number one priority. I am not submitting to any man that is not submitted unto the Lord, okay? As a Christian, I believe in submitting unto my husband. However, my husband has to be submitted unto the Lord. So before he ever even becomes my husband, he has to have a good relationship with God. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay, that's number one. Number two is you gotta have a good personality. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I don't like to take myself too seriously. So that's one of them things. You gotta have a good personality. We gotta be able to have fun together. Life can be hard, but if we can have fun together, we can laugh together. Cool. Great. And also, of course, I gotta be attracted to you. I gotta be attracted to you. Duh. Come on, that matters. No matter what anybody says, that freaking matters, okay? So yeah, that's what I look for in a Christian man. Also, some other things within there is I look at how does he treat his mom? How does he treat his family? How does he treat people who can't do anything for him necessarily? So how does he treat homeless people? How does he treat the waiter whenever we go out to eat? All those things. How does he treat his own body, right? Those are things that I really look for in a guy as a whole. And then just, are you sweet? Are you kind? Are you nice? Are you respectable? Would I want you to be a representative of me and me to be a representative of you, right? And so, because I'm dating to marry, honey. I'm not just dating to date. I'm dating to marry. I'm dating intentionally. So yes. Anyway, you guys. So there's the answer to y'all's questions. I cannot believe y'all had so many questions around me being newly single, but I loved it. Okay, I freaking loved it. So anyway, bring on all the questions you have. I'm in this space where I want to share my life with you guys again. Like, I've already been doing that online, but I want to get back to doing that more. Okay, so if you want to know, if you have questions, if you want to know something, whatever, DM me on Instagram, put it in the comment section on YouTube, whatever you gotta do. Okay, so anyway, I love you guys to the moon and back. If this was helpful, let me know down below in the comment section the most helpful part, or just the part that you enjoyed the most, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.